So we're doing some remodeling on the house here, and as we take down the siding, we find blown-in insulation. And I'm trying to think, we've got to be able to have to. There's got to be a way to use this to put it up in the attic, and not just throw it away, because it's kind of a pain to even deal with. So catching it on all these tarps here, and thinking I'm going to use the uh, uh, dust collector that I have in my shop and reverse the flow on that and see if it'll push it up into the attic. So here it goes. See what happens. Okay, so I've taken the dust collector here and modified it a little bit. Normally this big tube on the top here usually connects up into the cyclone, and that puts it into a bag. What I'm doing is I'm going to use that as the blower and try to blow this material up into the attic. So I've hooked it into a pretty long hose here, going all the way out to here. That's going to reach up into this attic access port right here, and hopefully we'll get some material to come through it. I've got all the insulation wrapped up in tarps right here. This is a suction hose, so hopefully we'll suck through there and it will come right out. We'll see what happens. Okay, we've got it running. Got it connected up into the attic right now. I go in here and just slowly take this. It works pretty well. I'm going to have my wife come down here and do the lower end. I'm going to go up in the attic and aim it where it needs to go, but looks like this is going to work. Doesn't seem to get plugged up as long as you go slow. Okay, so up in the attic end, that's actually working really well. I'm amazed how much this sprays out here. I'm just going to fan it out and just cover up as much area as I can here. Just suck it up pretty slowly down there, but it works really well. Okay, so we're halfway through. We've got one of the tarps emptied. What I ended up doing is just leaving the hose up here and letting it run and making a big snowdrift. And I'll just take a rake later and push it around where I need it to go. But it actually worked out better to have two of us down below. One kind of pushing the material into the nozzle and the other one just feeding it by hand. And it does plug up once in a while. You can see all a bunch of debris at the base of the unit there. We just keep pulling that hose off, cleaning it out. But that was about probably 15 minutes to empty out that one tarp, so that's half the wall. Not bad. Isn't this great?
Lots of fun.
I feel like we're dredging for gold, just not finding anything. Oh, we ended up with a serious pile up here, which is awesome. I'm just going to take a rake now and just kind of redistribute that along the way. Actually, I might use a snow shovel. I think it'll work better. Anyway, proof that it works. It's worked pretty darn well. Could keep the house a little warmer this winter. Well, the shovel was definitely the way to go. I made quick work. It took about 2 minutes to level all that out there. Looking pretty good. Added probably, I don't know, 4 to 6 inches in this end of the attic. Not bad for free.